Hi, my name is Paul Palmer. Today, I would like to talk to you about risk management. Now, most people think about risk management in the technical terms that are published in the ICH guidelines for pharmaceutical companies. But really, when you think about risk management, you want to think about what could go wrong. Now, if you try to do that as an individual, it's unlikely that you're going to pick up on everything. Because maybe you wrote the SOP and maybe you designed the forms and you thought, oh yeah, of course, we're going to do it this way and that way. But then when you get together with a cross-functional team, maybe someone from the operational team that's filling in the forms routinely, maybe somebody from the quality control or quality assurance team that's reviewing the forms that have been completed, maybe somebody from engineering that's having their input when something goes wrong. And you've got a whole range of other people. Maybe a project manager gets involved in updating the content, the variables that go onto the form. And then, of course, you've got goods in. Maybe they've done an update to one of the raw materials, but it's not been updated directly onto the form. Maybe that doesn't come out right. So you have to get together and discuss the process. Now, the first step to doing that is to set the boundaries, set the limits of what you're actually talking about. Then you take it from step by step to identify when something could go wrong. What would happen? What would the impact be? And if it's significant, well, what do we need to do about it? And the first thing you always want to do is eliminate the risk. Now, if you eliminate a risk, eliminate the chance of something going wrong, then nobody ever has to deal with it. Nobody has to remember it. There's no extra updates that you need to do to your SOPs each time it goes wrong. You don't need to raise deviations because somebody forgot about the mitigation strategy that you put in place. So the best approach always is if there's a risk of something going wrong, you eliminate that risk by changing something. Now that might be the layout of a form. It might be the way the SOP is written. It could be the training for individuals or everybody. There's a lot of different choices of how you can eliminate risks. If it's a problem that can originate at goods in by the wrong information being put in, well, do something to ensure that it can't be. And if there is still a residual risk, well, what do you do next? Well, the first thing normally is a second check. Now that's a standard part of GMP anyway. So a second check for any critical parts of the process is normal. So first of all, you've eliminated it, and then you've put a control in place. But what else might you want to do? Well, you might want to actually change the way the process works. You might want to update whatever it is that's controlling your process, however you're monitoring it. Or it may be that you have to assign an extra person to do a different role, something new. There's a lot of different options. But the important part, to be honest, in risk management is first of all to think about your process. What is it you want to think about? Which area is it that you're identifying what's in scope? And then you want the people. The second most important thing is the people, because different people will have different perspectives. If you're trying to do a risk assessment all on your own, the chances are you're going to miss something because you won't get the different perspectives on the process that you're talking about. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about it in a bit more detail. Thank you for your time. Talk to you soon. That's Paul Palmer.